Anand, the chairperson of Etoy Women's Collective, and I welcome you all to our maiden initiative. This Women's Collective aspires to give a platform to women to take their rightful place in the industry by inspiring and empowering them. I am joined in this initiative by four dynamic women who are also leading entrepreneurs in the industry. Dilshad Master Kumar,
Hello.
Akanksha Garg,
Hello, everyone.
Tejaswini Gopalaswamy,
Hi.
and Guneet Puri.
It's good.
In the words of Maya Angelou, you may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I rise. The fact that more women are claiming their undeniable space in the working world each day is a clear testament to the rise written about by Angelo. Women are joining NDA now. Sportswomen are bringing home medals and laurels. Women are driving buses and jeeps in national parks. More than 50% of the workforce in the adventure travel industry is women. Women are running family businesses. Almost 14% of entrepreneurs in our country are women. They comprise of 52% of travelers. More women are taking up civil services, and my list is unending. Men and women are rubbing shoulders in most fields. While we have come a long way from seeing women in purely traditional roles as homemakers, there is immense scope for better gender parity and sensitivity. Our session for today is titled Gender Sensitization. As we know, gender equality is the new reality. Our guest speakers today are Ms. Priyadarshini Narendra and Ms. Durva Bahuguna, who are going to enlighten us on how we can learn to respect each other's space by following a gender-sensitive behavior. Priyadarshini Narendra has a wide spectrum of experiences in her professional life. After studying for a PGDM in marketing from IIM Kolkata, she went on to do MBA in strategy from INSEAD. She has held enviable positions in the industry, like being a senior client services director with Lowy India, director strategic planning with TBWA, one of the world's most creative advertising agencies, associate vice president with Mindscape, director India with Iconoculture, a global consumer trends and advisory firm. These are to name a few. Currently, she is a chief marketing officer with GoBio, a company seeking to make it easy for anyone to be a plant parent. Easy Plant is a social marketplace for houseplants and plant care products. She also happens to be an acclaimed author with a few books under her belt. Durva Bahuguna has a vast experience of having worked in retail, sports, e-commerce, media, FMCG, healthcare, and education. Her profile clearly describes her as being focused, hawk-like on building brands, businesses, and helping women succeed. She studied for BE in mechanical engineering and went on to do PGDM, marketing and strategy from IIM Ahmedabad. Bestowed with natural leadership skills, she has 10 years of experience in leading sports teams at national level and 18 years leading teams across corporate world in marketing, sales, and strategy. She too has a long list of prominent positions that she has held in the industry. She has been the divisional head, FMCG food and OTC merchandising, head brand and marketing Easy Day brands, spearheaded early store studies for Walmart. She has been chief business officer with Rajasthan Royals, no less, product and revenue head with Star India, country manager with SodaStream International Limited. Helping women break their mental shackles is a cause close to her heart. We are very grateful that they took out time today to share their thoughts with us. So I request everyone to to be on mute throughout the session. And please, we encourage you to share your questions and concerns with us in the chat. We would bring those up in the question and answer session. I would now invite Adventure Tour Operator Association of India's President, Mr. Vishwas Makhija, to welcome our guests.
Thank you, Arshdeep. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining in on this very first gender sanitization workshop, which ATY is conducting with its newly formed ATY collective team. First of all, let me congratulate Arshdeep, Dilshad, Tejaswini, Puneet, and Akansha for taking on the rails and taking this forward. I think they all deserve a big round of applause. Can we all do it virtually to them, please?
Thank you.
Yes, this is the very first step, I think, in this direction, where in today's time, gender sanitization is, I think, utmost. And I'm glad that ATOI has taken these steps forward in the many steps we will take in this direction. And I definitely feel with the help of affairs, with all these lovely 5 women here, and as well, more and more entrepreneurs taking up this line, there will be a sea change as we go forward. As we've discussed in the past between us, all the odd situations or questions or which do come by to people, especially to women in the outdoors and day-to-day working in the offices and otherwise, need to be put to rest by putting them out, talking about them, telling people which is the right way to approach them. And who better way than Durva and Priya here to further enlighten us and walk this path together. So thank you everyone for joining in. It's going to be very interesting afternoon, or I would say other evening. And I will not take more time from Durva and Priya to carry this forward. So over to you guys, or Arshdeep, as the flow is. Thank you everyone and welcome again.
Thank you so much, Vishwas. Thank you so much, all of you, for having us on board. I'm Priya, this is Durva. Hello. As we go on, जो भी आप लोग के सवाल हैं, please put it on the chat. We'll have a Q&A at the end. So we wanted to talk today about gender sensitivity in the travel industry. Now, इस topic को लेके हम अलग-अलग बहुत सारे perspectives ले सकते हैं. We can talk about the fact that travel industry worldwide में more than 50% of the people who are working in it are women, right, in tourism worldwide. Or we can talk about the fact that there's an increasing number of women who travel, particularly on their own. And around the world, this has been a trend. So if we keep that perspective, in consumers को हम कैसे और better serve कर सकते हैं as travel industry owners of businesses, as people who are employed and working with them, as people who are guides, as people who are trainers within the travel industry. So that is the perspective we'll focus on today. Normally हम लोग कुछ actually ये workshop आज तो सिर्फ maybe 1 घंटे की है. Normally ये तो पूरे 2-3 दिन की हो सकती है. इस topic पे इतना कह सकते हैं हम लोग. तो today is more like an introduction. कि ऊपर की बातें करेंगे, लेकिन आपको पूरा glimpse मिलेगा कि हम consumers के बारे में अगर सोचे as women, how do we need to change our thinking? What are some of their needs? And are we meeting those? So उसी perspective के साथ आगे बढ़ते हैं.
Sure. And throughout the presentation, we'll be doing a mix of Hindi and English, जिससे कि सब लोगों को समझ में आए. और अगर ऐसा लगे कि you're not able to understand हम क्या कह रहे हैं, so please put it in chat, and we will, either slow down or probably translate. या हम क्योंकि कई सारी languages से लोग यहाँ पे आए हैं, so कोशिश कर रहे हैं जितना हो सके समझ में आ जाए. So as Priya said, very brief introduction to what gender sensitivity is. ये तो बहुत बड़ा और complex topic है. Moving on.
Yeah. So really, we'll start with, this is the agenda for today. So we'll do a little bit of a warm up, understanding कि हमारे दिमाग जो है, how are they hardwired, right? कुछ ऐसी चीजें होती हैं जो हम सीखते हैं, कुछ चीजें जो हम पहले से ही लेके आते हैं. So how does our brain work around that? और ये समझना इतना जरूरी क्यों है? How does it affect the way that we interact with consumers or with the genders or with other people in general? Then we'll talk about some situations, particularly female travelers ने क्या क्या बातें करी हैं about their experiences and what are their needs. वो हम meet कर रहे हैं कि नहीं कर रहे. And how do we, last we'll just end off with the fact that we need to create an equal workplace, but we'll not really dive into that for the travel industry specifically at this point. ये सेशन इतना महत्वपूर्ण क्यों है, हमें क्यों सोचना चाहिए इन चीजों के बारे में? Because it has been a man's world. हाँ, आपने सही सुना कि अभी तक जो चल रहा था बहुत सदियों से, इट वाज अ मैन्स वर्ल्ड. हर चीज जो बनती थी वो मेन के बारे में सोच के बनती थी. एंड नॉट जस्ट इन द ट्रैवल एंड टूरिज्म इंडस्ट्री, हर इंडस्ट्री में. आप ऑटोमोटिव डिजाइन को देखिए, आप दवाइयों के मैन्युफैक्चरिंग और रिसर्च को देखिए, हर इंडस्ट्री में इफ यू सी, what you'll find is that things are designed for men. So women are the by chance, or like 50, 75% of what you design for a man is considered to be okay for a woman, not realizing that there are some special needs that we need to cater to, क्योंकि औरतें जो है उनकी needs अलग ही होती हैं. And it's as simple as कि अगर आप सोचिए कि आप कुछ डिजाइन कर रहे हैं और एक आदमी जो है उसके लिए डिजाइन कर रहे हैं, वो 6 फुट लंबा है और एक 4 फुट लंबा है कद में. अब दरवाजे की कुंडी आप किस हाइट पे लगाएंगे? It'll change, right? It'll change the way you think about these things. Where do you place door knobs? दरवाजे का हैंडल किस हाइट पे होगा? What, where will you place a counter height? It'll change all of these things. So it's as simple as that. Not that one is better or one is inferior, but that they are both equal but different.
Right. I mean, taking that forward, especially in the adventure travel industry, I personally, as a woman, have faced that. What are those called? Dilsha, help me. Those things that make you hang and make sure that you don't fall down. What are they called? Those things, they used to shave so much, whereas they were extremely comfortable for men. So, is it possible to design those keeping women's bodies in mind as well? What are those called? Please tell me. I've forgotten the names.
The cable.
The harnesses.
A harness.
No, not the harness, but uske niche jo hota hai, near somewhere near the groin. At that part.
Harness only.
Okay. Yeah.
So, like we said, by a wide margin, men have been decision makers, even in travel. As entrepreneurs, until recently, more of them tended to be men, even in the travel industry. But now, obviously, that's changing. And you have the face of ATOAI to show you how the change has happened. So we need to change the way that we think about gender. So if even trips, systems, even facilities were designed with men in mind. So, but the fact is that women have different needs, which we need to keep in mind, particularly given what a huge consumer base they are. Today's itni sari औरतें travel कर रही हैं by themselves or in groups of other women. So and even when they travel in a mixed group, there are certain needs, and हमें ऐसा नहीं सोचना चाहिए कि इनकी कमजोरियां हैं जिनके लिए हमको cater करना चाहिए. It's more of how are they different and how do we create things which meet each of their skills.
Right. That word is very important. कमजोरी. जैसे आप अपने दिमाग से निकाल देंगे कि आप एक कमजोरी को cater कर रहे हैं या किसी weakness को cater कर रहे हैं, it will change the way you approach women as consumers. You will not see them as someone that oh God, I have to take care of this. Rather than that, you think, okay, she is a very important customer for me. How can I make this experience good for her?
Yeah. So 50% of the world, right? 50% दुनिया में औरतें हैं. So it is a huge market. And like we going on saying, their needs are different, but not inferior. And they pay as much or in fact more than men do, as we'll find out later on in the presentation. So we need to be able to understand कि इनकी ज़रूरतें क्या हैं, and हमको ये सोचना चाहिए, introspect करना चाहिए कि do we change the way that we do things for women, or do we use one size fits all, कि एक approach हर एक के लिए चलेगा और उनको adjust करना पड़ेगा जो भी है, right? Yeah, let's move on. So as colleagues, customers or companions, in all of these ways, are we being inclusive, right? That's the way that we need to think about it. So there's a 32% increase in women adventure travelers. And this is an Indian statistic. It's from a study that's been done. And that's a huge increase, right? 1/3 of your industry, 1/3 of your market just went up. So, and these are mostly young women who want to experience more. So adventures se wo mukar nahi rahi hai, they are embracing it. Because they find कि इसमें एक टाइप की इंडिपेंडेंस है, एक टाइप की फ्रीडम है जो उन्होंने उनको और जगह में नहीं मिलती, क्योंकि इसमें नेचर भी है, एड्रेनलिन भी है, वो एक्साइटमेंट और थ्रिल भी है, एंड एक्सप्लोरिंग, दे गेट टू एक्सप्लोर द वर्ल्ड अराउंड देम इन अ डिफरेंट वे. So when women go on to adventure travel trips, they actually feel very empowered and powerful, and it helps them to shed those inhibitions कि ये हम नहीं कर सकते, ये हमसे ना हो पाएगा, वो सब चीजें हम छोड़ के चलते जब हम एडवेंचर ट्रिप पे जाते हैं. तो अगर हम इस एटीट्यूड से हम जा रहे हैं एज अ कंज्यूमर, और वहां पे कोई विद द बेस्ट इंटेंशन, मतलब ये नहीं है कि आपके मन में कोई खोट है, बट आप उनके लिए सोच रहे हैं और आप कह रहे हैं ये ना आपके लिए थोड़ा मुश्किल है, आप मत करो, तो आप सोचो क्या हो रहा है. जो खुली सांस लेना चाह रही है हम उसको फिर बंद करें.
क्योंकि हर जगह उसको बचपन से कहा जाए कि तुमसे नहीं हो सकता, तुमसे नहीं हो सकता, लड़की हो, ये नहीं करोगे या तो तुम्हें चोट लग जाएगी, कुछ हो जाएगा. और वो आना चाहती है इस ट्रैवल पे टू एक्सप्लोर हरसेल्फ, टू बिकम समथिंग व्हिच शी इज नॉट बीन अलाउड टू बिकम. पर यहाँ पे भी अगर हम उसको बंद कर दें तो इट इज such a bad, it's such a disservice to women across the world.
तो अभी ना हम एक छोटा सा क्विज करते हैं. तो हर क्वेश्चन के लिए हम आपके साथ लिंक शेयर करेंगे. हर एक सवाल के लिए आप पहला ऑप्शन जो आता है मन में उसको चूज करिए. कोई गलत और सही जवाब नहीं है इसमें, बस एक छोटा सा क्विज है.
Right. Sonam, can you just share the link in the chat, please?
Sure.
And everyone just click on this link, और ये जो नीचे कोड दिया है इसको डाल दीजिए please, and then the quiz will begin.
We'll be reading out the questions,
Yeah, and they'll also
but
get to see.
you'll
Yeah.
also get to see it on your screens.
Right. और ये as Priya said, ये बस टेस्ट करने के लिए कि हमारा दिमाग जो है हम सबका, इसमें कोई men and women का difference नहीं है. It works in a certain way. Okay, is everyone there? Can I get a yes on the chat? If I get about 10 yeses, I will move forward. Perfect. So let's begin. We are on the first slide right now.
You're not
Okay.
don't screen share, na?
No, I'm not doing screen share.
Okay.
All right. So ये question है. No, I'm sharing the presentation. This is not getting shared. Okay, here's the first question. So here's a first person account. I was busy supervising setting up the zip line at the camp when I got a call from my kids' teacher that my kids had got hurt. Upset, I rushed to the kids' school as quickly as possible. मैं zip line setup कर रही थी और टीचर का फोन आया कि मेरे बच्चे को चोट लगी है. मेरे को बहुत जल्दी से मैं फटाफट बच्चे के स्कूल भाग के गई. तो आपको क्या लगता है कि ये जिपलाइन सुपरवाइजर मेल था, फीमेल था, टीचर मेल थी, टीचर फीमेल थी? Just because we've said this is a gender sensitization workshop, don't correct your answers. Write down what comes to your mind first. Okay, great. Let's move to the next one. The next one is, can you see the next question, everyone? No? Can you see the next one? Okay, next question. X is very daring and signs up for any kind of adventure, from mountaineering to bungee jumping, scuba diving to Himalayan rally driving. You just have to tell X it's thrilling and X will sign up for it.
X जो है वो बहुत ही डेयरिंग है और किसी भी एडवेंचर के लिए साइन अप करते हैं, चाहे माउंटेनियरिंग हो, बंजी जंपिंग हो, स्कूबा डाइविंग हो, हिमालयन रैली हो. बस एक्स को बताइए कि वो थ्रिलर है और वो एक्स साइन अप कर लेंगे उसके लिए. तो एक्स आपको क्या लगता है, आदमी है कि औरत है?
I can't see the next slide. I think I don't know if it's moving. It just says let's begin. I think at least what I see, and some people as well are mentioning that.
Yeah, so we're not showing it on the screen. It should be on.
We can't see we are seeing the same zipline question again. Where are you? Is there another link to this or?
No, it's the same link. Hang on. I think it has to be.
It's not refreshing then.
Give a second, please.
Yeah, it just keeps refreshing the zipline question again and again.
Give us 1 second. I think we have to present. Okay. And then how do you see the question?
It's fine. It should come up on the screen.
Okay. Can you see it now? Oh, I have to share the screen also.
1 minute, please.
Can you see this now?
Yeah,
Yes, we can.
yeah.
No, I have to hide this, otherwise we won't be able to see anything.
But we won't be able to choose our answers, no?
No, you can. You do it on your computer. Don't see the screen.
It's not coming on our computer. Okay, I'm gonna try again.
How's that possible? No, people are still voting. I can see the voting happening.
Ah, got it, got it. Okay, yeah.
Okay. How are people voting?
They've gone.
Okay. Here's the next slide. Okay.
Hmm.
The next question. I don't think B is going to be able to manage that Himalayan drive with its narrow mountain roads and steep cliffs on one side. मुझे नहीं लगता कि B ये चीज कर पाएंगे हिमालयन ड्राइव, क्योंकि एक तरफ तो बहुत ही पतली गलियां हैं पहाड़ों पे और दूसरी तरफ एकदम चट्टान है.
Hmm.
These answers are
Interesting.
we should be sharing this. Let's not screen share. We don't have this. Okay, next question.
Y is known to be a very kind boss. Y runs Happy Fridays and gets mithai for the entire team of 12. Y is understanding and does not make people work very late. Y ensures everyone is respected and is doing well.
सब लोग कहते हैं कि वाई बहुत ही अच्छे बॉस हैं. ये जो है फ्राइडे को सबके लिए मिठाई लेके आते हैं और पूरी टीम के लिए लेके आते हैं. और वाई ये भी समझते हैं कि लोगों को ज्यादा देर काम नहीं कराना चाहिए और वाई सबकी रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं और अच्छे से उनकी देखभाल करते हैं. तो आपको क्या लगता है, ये मेल है या फीमेल? Very overwhelming. Yeah. All right. Next question.
Z is a salesperson. Z can be very persuasive. Z closes over 75% of the deals they get involved in. Clients are wary of this hard negotiator who drives a hard bargain. तो Z जो है वो एक सेल्स पर्सन है जो बहुत ही बढ़िया सेल्स पर्सन है. जो भी वो डील में इन्वॉल्व होते हैं 75% से ज्यादा वो पॉजिटिव हो जाते हैं. और जो क्लाइंट्स हैं Z के वो थोड़े से उनसे डरते हैं क्योंकि ये नेगोशिएट बहुत अच्छा करते हैं.
Dilshad, I think everyone's thinking of you when they're answering these. All right. I want C not to go into that part of town as it is a little dangerous, but C did not listen. मैंने C को बोला कि उस जगह शहर पे मत जाना क्योंकि वो बहुत ही डेंजरस जगह है, पर C ने मेरी बात नहीं सुनी. ये C होना चाहिए नीचे, Z नहीं. It's okay. Okay, fabulous. Let's move on. अच्छा ठीक है. So अभी तक जो ये हमने देखा, don't go off Mentimeter क्योंकि हम थोड़े और करेंगे, बस इसके बारे में थोड़ी सी बात करते हैं. तो अगर आपने देखा होगा, अगर इसके हम रिजल्ट्स दिखाएं आपको, you will notice कि there is a certain stereotype in your head. When you spoke about somebody being reckless मतलब उनको बोला कि वहां डेंजरस है मत जाओ, फिर भी जाना है, you thought of the person as a male. और जब हमने बात करी कि इनसे ये भारी चीज नहीं उठ पाएगी, so आपके दिमाग में सबसे पहले आया that this has to be a male possibly. A female, sorry. And when we spoke about somebody being a very good salesperson and a very good negotiator, most of the genders workshops we've done, it's the male which comes out higher. Here female has come out higher, which is why I said probably the API women here have probably been doing something to make the people feel otherwise. So this is दुनिया उन्हें नहीं बनने देती है जो वो बन सकती हैं। सो ये सोचना कि दोनों हो सकती हैं या ये आजकल की विमेन बोल्ड हो गई, हाँ हो गई हैं, पर अभी ये शायद इंडिया की 2% विमेन होंगी, पर इंडिया की और बाकी जो 46% वुमेन है, इंडिया में 48% वुमेन है, बाकी 46% का क्या, उन 46% में भी अगर हम निकाल दें कि जो बहुत पुअर हैं, जो एडवेंचर नहीं कर सकती हैं, even then we are talking about 15% of India's population which probably is not like this. वो नहीं ऐसे, उनको निकलने नहीं दिया जाता है, उनको नहीं करने दिया जाता है। सो हमें अब थोड़ा सा दिमाग को अपने आसपास के लोगों से बाहर निकल के सोचना पड़ेगा कि लोग कैसे रह रहे हैं। Okay, very quickly. First gender that comes to your mind. Tough. Okay, moving on. Team worker. Okay, next one. Aggressive. Okay. Adventurous. Yeah. So nervous. Okay. Let's move. Thrill seeker. Okay, moving on. Inspirational. Okay. Gossipy. Okay.
Leader.
Sorry. Lazy. You mean no women? Okay. Maybe one woman. All right. Next one. Intelligent. Okay. Sporty. Hardworking. Okay. Bossy. All right. Confident. Energetic. Okay. Boastful. Passionate. Last few of them. Weak. Competitive. Okay. That's it. We are done. Let's come back to the main one. Now, the interesting thing here is, oh, somebody's been answering here. Ah, okay.
A lot of people have answered on the chat. I don't think they were on the Mentimeter.
Ah,
Okay.
okay. All right. All right. So the interesting thing here is, all of you knew this is a gender sensitization workshop. So somewhere the answers were a little biased, already moving towards how, answering women probably is the right thing to do. We cannot see these answers and we do not know who's voted. So what I would urge you to do is think of yourselves. When you think of some words, who comes to your mind? And you will realize that you have a very, very clear distinction in your head in terms of which words. अगर कोई leader बोलते हैं तो immediately दिमाग में एक आदमी आता है, और या किसी को bossy बोलो या gossipy बोलो, immediately women दिमाग में आती है. So what we're trying to do through this is, now we're going to the main meat of the presentation. You want to do this?
Yeah. Sure. So I think we just try and read this. And the reason why you'll be able to read this is क्योंकि human mind जो है वो एक अक्षर नहीं पढ़ता है, but we read the entire word as a whole, right? So our brain takes shortcuts, and many of these shortcuts are the reason why the human being has survived as a species, right? It's our instinct which has helped us to survive, to avoid danger. So these are things which have enabled us over the ages, but in our immediate surroundings, does it help us or not? That is what we have to consider. So our brain makes decisions and initiates action basis सदियों से हमने क्या सीखा है, right? If you look at animals, almost everything that they do is unconscious behavior which they've learned over the ages. Now we as human beings have that, but we also have a conscious brain. So that is what makes us a little different. Yeah. So the words that we use actually to describe men and women, they come from these stereotypes, they come from biases which are either we've learned them from our surroundings, या तो हमने सीखे, या तो सदियों से, मतलब centuries, जब से humankind है on this earth, there are some things that are coded in our brains possibly. And the more we do this, दोनों sides पे expectations आती हैं. हम expect करते हैं कि आदमी ऐसे होंगे और औरतें ऐसे होंगी, right? And जब ये चीजें change हो जाती हैं, जैसे आज change हो रहा है, people are not sticking to these sharp gender roles which operated in the past, तो थोड़ा सा conflict हो जाता है दोनों sides में. एक तो हम brain को reconcile नहीं कर पाते कि ये हो क्या रहा है. And then obviously the person who's changed gets upset with the person who has not changed. कि जो औरत बदल चुकी है उसको बहुत ऐसा लगता है कि दुनिया मुझे जकड़ रही है, because society has not changed with her. So अगर ये biases हैं तो हम women customers को serve कैसे कर सकते हैं? So the rest of, we'll talk about what women expect from travel.
So we want to show you this video before we move on to anything.
It's in
इंडियन कॉमेडी से जुड़े रहने के लिए YouTube ऐप के बेल आइकन को प्रेस करें.
Anyone hear this? Can you all hear it? Give me a yes or no, please.
Yes, we can.
Talk about the needs that a woman has. You do the Hindi part, right? And we'll keep exchanging. जैसे इस वीडियो में आपने देखा, कोई नहीं कह रहा कि safety is not a challenge for women. In fact, it is the biggest need that women want, safety. Okay, both genders have to be careful about safety these days. पर women के साथ में एक, you have an added layer of possible violence, and which everyone is aware of, especially women. I mean, बचपन से वो लोग सुनते ही आए हैं ये सब कि कितना चैलेंज है, तुम्हें कोई ये कर देगा, तुम्हें कोई छेड़ देगा, तुम्हें कोई रेप कर देगा, तुम्हें कोई कुछ कर देगा. आपको उसको वापस बताने की जरूरत नहीं है. You don't have to state it again and again. आप उधर मत जाइए, आपके लिए डेंजरस है. आप इधर मत करिए, ये लड़की लोगों के लिए ठीक नहीं है. That's not for you to say. That is for the woman to decide, because she's already attuned to what is dangerous for her and what is not. Okay, so yes, there are safety challenges for women, not because the world is a big and scary place for women to travel alone, because the world is still a big and scary place for women. Can travel be the place where they're not reminded of it again and again? Over to you.
Yeah, so औरतें ना, जैसे दूरवा ने बोला कि बचपन से ही हम लोग लड़कियों को बताते हैं कि यहाँ मत जाना, ये हो सकता है, वो हो सकता है, तो हम लोग को खबर है कि ये हमेशा पॉसिबिलिटी है. So before a man thinks of it, we have already thought three steps. औरतें जो होते हैं वो मतलब कभी वो अपना कमरे की चाबी लेके घूमती हैं, कभी कुछ. So we already make those arrangements. So therefore, when women start traveling, while we need to be careful and make sure that travel is safe for them, we don't have to keep, हमको बार-बार ये याद नहीं दिलाना है उनको कि आप औरत हो और आपके लिए ये दुनिया काफी अनसेफ जगह है.
और आप बस अपने दायरे में रहो, आप इधर से उधर निकलोगी, ज्यादा एक्सप्लोर करोगी तो ये आपके लिए सही नहीं होगा।
ये जो लक्ष्मण रेखा वाली बात है ना, वो हम लोग को भूल जाना चाहिए इस तरह में।
Correct. वो leave it to the woman. So yes, but this is a very, very important point. Why do we travel? Why do people travel? Why do we do adventure travel specifically? Because it means traveling means freedom. अपने दिन जो हमारी दिन भर की जिंदगी है, the monotonous life that we have, we're leaving that behind and we want to escape. You want to discover yourself. It means also pushing your limits कि मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ जो डेस्क के सामने जो बैठ के मैं कर रही हूँ versus what I can do when I'm climbing a hill. It's also about having fun. Or everyone longs for this freedom. Should women not get these experiences? And should they be punished for it, for wanting this freedom? So it's such an amazing, powerful thing that the travel industry can do. Can you be the catalyst to help women discover themselves? There is no other thing which can help women discover themselves the way travel can, mentally, physically, and also in terms of their physical space. Can you create a safe and liberating experience for women? It definitely makes business sense. As we said, there are about close to 20% of India's population which would avail of this. Priya?
So, देखिए, निजी जिंदगी में कोई भी जेम्स बॉन्ड नहीं होता, पर्टिकुलरली औरतें, राइट? हम लोग सब अपने सेफ दायरे में रहते हैं। तो जब हम ट्रैवल करते हैं तो हमें वो अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है, वो मौका मिलता है कि अंदर का जेम्स बॉन्ड या जेन बॉन्ड बाहर आए। अब वहां पर भी हम अगर लिमिट्स डालेंगे तो ये कब कैसे बाहर आएगा? कभी भी। और ट्रैवल इंडस्ट्री वो एक जगह है जो एक्चुअली लोगों के लिए ये इजी कर सकती है। मतलब वो लोगों को ये काबिलियत दे सकती है कि हाँ, आप जेम्स बॉन्ड बन सकते हो, आप बंजी जंपिंग कर सकते हो, आप स्कीइंग कर सकते हो, राइट? और बिजनेस के लिए भी इट मेक सेंस, बिकॉज अगर आप ऐसा वातावरण क्रिएट करेंगे औरतों के लिए, इट्स फैबुलस। इतनी स्पेंडिंग पावर अनलॉक हो जाएगी इस वजह से आपके लिए, राइट? सो दिस इज समथिंग दैट वी नीड टू थिंक अबाउट.
And again, people from AQI, this is something that you could take on as, you know, one of your driving things. How can you help women discover themselves using adventure travel? Because that is not only a huge business thing, but this is one way where you can actually help women break the shackles of their body and their mind both. Second biggest need, again, safety. But we are not talking about safety from physical violence. We're talking about safety or feeling safe to be themselves. Some place where that you can express yourself completely with no judgment about their bodies. Oh, she's fat. Oh, she's thin. Oh, look, you can see her cleavage. Oh, look how her butt is hanging out. Their clothes, their capabilities, even their questions. They don't want to be judged. So we're talking about a safe space where women can just express themselves without anyone inhibiting them कि ये तुमसे नहीं हो सकता, या तुम्हारे कपड़े ठीक नहीं है, या you know your questions are stupid, और या तुम्हारी capability तो है ही नहीं ये करने के लिए. Which is why women only trips are becoming a huge thing now, because they can feel the support of other women instead of competition, so they enjoy and push themselves. And they also feel they can, you know, ask stupid questions and try out new things when there are only women around. In fact, one of the statements we came across is we like women-only trips because there is very little testosterone. So it's not about competition या छाती पीट के बोला देखा मैंने तो ये पीक इतनी जल्दी कर लिया, देखा मैंने तो ये कर लिया. No, with women, there are some women, of course, who are very competitive, but we're not talking about the small percentage. We're talking about women at large who would like to just do it rather than compete with each other. और जो साथ साथ मिलके चढ़ने में मजा है उनको उसमें ज्यादा मजा आएगा rather than going and thumping their chest की yes we did it. Yeah.
हाँ, तो when we talk about safety, हम ये नहीं बोल रहे कि physical safety जो है सुरक्षा, लेकिन जो जगह होती है जिसमें कोई जजमेंट नहीं होती उनके बारे में कि वो कैसे दिखते हैं, वो क्या उनकी क्या काबिलियत है, उनके सवाल अच्छे सवाल हैं या बदतर सवाल हैं, ये जब कोई नहीं पूछता ना तो उनको एक तरीके से मेंटल सुकून मिलता है, मेंटल फ्रीडम मिलती है. और जब और औरतों के साथ वो पर्टिकुलरली ट्रैवल करती हैं तो वो काफी कोऑपरेशन के साथ ट्रैवल करती है. ये कोई देख नहीं रहा होता कि कौन ज्यादा जल्दी चढ़ पाएगा पहाड़ पर या कौन ज्यादा जल्दी ये कर पाएगा, कौन ज्यादा वेट उठा पाएगा, राइट? एक दूसरे की सपोर्ट करके वो जो करते हैं काम करते हैं उसमें उनको इतना मजा आता है और उनको ये लगता है कि मेरे स्टूपिड से स्टूपिड सवाल जो है वो मैं यहाँ पूछ सकती हूँ, लेकिन अगर मिक्स्ड क्राउड है मैं वहां पूछूंगी तो सारे उधर जो लड़के हैं या बंदे हैं उस ट्रिप पे वो मेरी तरफ उंगली उठाएंगे कि ये कैसा बेवकूफ सवाल है, चाहे उनके मन में भी वही सवाल घूम रहा हो, लेकिन जजमेंट पहले आता है. इसीलिए women only trips are becoming a big thing. But even apart from that, जब हम mixed groups करते हैं, उसमें भी हमें ये देखना है कि हम ऐसी जगह कैसे safe space create करें जहां हर किसी को लगता है कि हर कोई उस ग्रुप में उनकी सपोर्ट कर रहा है, कोई कंपटीशन नहीं करने की कोशिश कर रहा। और हम भी कभी कभी जब इन द पास्ट व्हेन हम लोग गए हैं एडवेंचर ट्रैवल पे, तो कोई बोलता है ये आप करके दिखा दो जल्दी जल्दी। अब जल्दी जल्दी की बात नहीं है, एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट करके करते हैं तो ज्यादा मजा आता है औरतों को।
Okay, the third need is to be heard and taken seriously. This is something that you would have seen across your families, amongst your friends, etc. I'm sure women will agree. Despite the fact that there are so many jokes which do the rounds की मतलब मेरी वाइफ तो मुझे बोलने ही नहीं देती है, पहले तो यही बहुत बड़ा sexist, this is such a sexist comment, but which is actually not true. We're not talking about nagging, we're talking about conversations जहाँ where you actually have serious conversations where decisions are taken, etc. So there has been a research done across the world where it was found that men interrupted women 72% of the time, men interrupted men only 28% of the time. By the way, like Priya said earlier, it's not just the men, women also interrupt women 65% of all their interruptions. So it's in both of these situations, who's getting interrupted more? The woman. So which is why जब women इतनी interrupt होती हैं या उनको बोल दिया जाता है, वो कुछ भी intelligent बोलने की कोशिश करती हैं, decision making में बोलने की कोशिश करती है, they are told अच्छा तुम जाओ kitchen में, you do your thing, you don't know anything about this, and this is ये आदमियों की जगह में तुम्हें बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. So which is why women do not speak up as often, because they're not allowed to speak or they're scared to speak because of this conditioning they've had through the time they were growing up.
तो एक चीज ये है कि there was this research कि जब कोई कॉन्वर्सेशन हो रही होती है जहां पे लोग अपने ओपिनियन शेयर कर रहे होते हैं, उसमें आदमी औरतों को 72% ऑफ द टाइम इंटरप्ट करते हैं इससे पहले कि वो अपनी पूरी बात बोल पाए, ठीक है। और फैक्ट ये है कि औरतें जिस तरीके से बोलती हैं वो आदमियों के बोलने की स्टाइल से थोड़ा अलग होता है। वो सॉर्ट ऑफ 360 पर्सपेक्टिव लेती है कि ये हुआ और इस वजह से मेरा ये ओपिनियन है, whereas आदमी करेंगे खटाक 1 2 3 ये मेरा ओपिनियन है। तो इट डजंट मीन कि एक तरीका सही है और एक तरीका गलत, इट मीन्स कि उनके अलग तरीके होते हैं सोचने के, लेकिन दोनों को इक्वल चांस, मौका मिलना चाहिए और इक्वल टाइम मिलना चाहिए बात करने के लिए। अगर वो बातें नहीं कर पाएंगी तो हम उनके ओपिनियंस कैसे जान पाएंगे, और अगर नहीं जानते तो उनकी जो परेशानियां हैं या उनके जो नीड्स हैं उसको कैसे फुलफिल कर पाएंगे।
Yeah, ideas. I mean, you will miss out on all the ideas which could possibly come from women. So this is a very, very important point in terms of how men and women communicate. Again, like I said, there are women who communicate the cut way, and there are men who take a long time to arrive at the point. The point here is to address these individually rather than keep interrupting. Don't have patience, listen to people. And this is where you will probably understand what their problems are and what new ideas they can come up with. Yeah, right. A very, very important one for the travel industry. Not to be prejudged on ability. Just look at this comic on your left-hand side. Here are two women talking, and there's one saying, "Did you get the job?" And she says, "No, they said I'd never be able to lift the heavy weights." And look at what each one of them is lifting. Itne unke sare haath aur unki, their armpits are also full of people. They have a kid behind there. They're lifting heavy stuff. And we've heard this so often in the travel industry. Aap aadmiyon ke saath keep up kar loge kya? So women do not want to be prejudged on their ability, especially relevant for adventure companies, because there are three issues. What happens as a result? It makes women doubt their own capabilities. Oh, they're saying, can you keep up with the men? Maybe we cannot. Then they never push themselves because they've been told, maybe you will not be able to keep up. So, and third, it irritates very confident customers who know what they're capable of. If somebody were ever to tell me this or Priya this, or let's say even Dilshad this, I think they'll get a slap. So in ऐसी ladies से बच के रहना, but most women actually fall in bucket 1 or 2, which is it makes them doubt their own capabilities and then they never push themselves. तो उनको फिर वो मजा आएगा ही नहीं।
तो ये बहुत होता है कि आई थिंक जब कोई कंज्यूमर ट्रैवल करती है और आप एडवेंचर ट्रैवल के कंपनी से गाइड हो, ओनर हो, जो भी हो, तो आप जो बोल रहे हो उसको बहुत सीरियसली लेते हैं, क्योंकि आप एक्सपर्ट हो, आपको बहुत एक्सपीरियंस है, बहुत तजुर्बा है बहुत सारे कंज्यूमर्स के साथ। तो अगर आप बोलोगे कि आप आदमियों के साथ कीप अप कर सकते हो या ये मुश्किल होगा लेडीज के लिए, तो हम आपको बहुत सीरियसली ले लेते हैं। तो एक तो हमें अपनी काबिलियत पे ही कुछ आशंका होने लगती है कि ये हम कर पाएंगे कि नहीं, और दूसरा क्योंकि बचपन से women are not taught to push themselves, particularly when it comes to physical activity. बचपन से कोई लड़कियों को नहीं बोलता कि जाके क्रिकेट खेलो, जाके बास्केटबॉल खेलो, है ना? बचपन से बोलते चलो ये गुड्डा गुड्डी खेलो आप, और लड़के बाहर खेल रहे मिट्टी में। तो अगर हमको आदत ही नहीं है, जिस मजहब के साथ, जिस पर्पस के साथ वो गई थी उस पर, वो पहुंच ही नहीं पाएंगी। एंड तीसरे ऑफ कोर्स कॉन्फिडेंट कस्टमर जो होते हैं वो तो इरिटेट हो जाएंगे कि ये पहले से ही बोल रहे हैं कि मैं नहीं कीप अप कर सकती, उनको पता है क्या कि मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ क्या नहीं कर सकती। तो अगर आप जेन्युइनली भी बोल रहे हैं, उनको लगेगा कि ये जेंडर की वजह से बोल रहे हैं।
करेक्ट।
तो अपने आप को खुद डेंजर में डाल सकती हैं, क्योंकि उनको मतलब पीठ
दिखाना
प्रॉब्लम है, कुछ है, क्योंकि दिखाना है ना। औरतों की भी अपनी वो मर्दानगी नहीं कहूंगी, लेकिन हमारी भी ईगो होती है ना, कि हम भी ईगो पे चढ़ जाएंगे कि नहीं इसको नहीं पता मैं हम किस चीज का की काबिलियत रखते हैं।
So Guneet is making a very interesting point. This is exactly what men in the hills say when not hiring women from villages, when they are the ones picking up all the heavy weights. Absolutely. We have seen in the hills what the women are capable of. कितना heavy सामान वो लोग उठा के आराम से ले जाती हैं. There's one more comment. Yes. All right. Moving on to the next one. Yes. Not to be assigned gender-based roles always. So I'm going to extend this to not just gender-based roles, but also gender terminology. Let me come to it one by one. If you look at this comic on your left, it says, "Welcome to the firm, Marjorie. We need more women in the workforce. I'm sick of making my own coffee." So basically, madam, हम rope fix करते हैं, आप पानी तैयार करो. So you have assigned a gender role already, that anything to do with physical activity, anything that requires, for some kind of physical acumen, वो तो आदमी लोग ही करेंगे. Men will do that, and women will, they'll find their place in the kitchen as always. They'll make coffee, they'll get the things ready, they'll take care of the kids and things like those. So this is, we would have seen this around in our offices as well. Ordering the office lunch, cutting the birthday cake, you would see invariably it's a woman which is doing the job. And this is actually a whole topic altogether, which we do with other corporates, how women are assigned trivial jobs. Ki notes lene, chalo ek woman ko laga do kaam pe. Cooking food, serving food. So you have to go beyond gender-based roles. And why? Because when you're doing this, you're bringing her home to her travel. जो वो घर पे कर रही है, आप उसको वही एक्सपीरियंस आप फिर से ट्रैवल पे दे रहे हो, तो उसकी एस्केप कहाँ गई? Where is her escape if you're bringing the same gender-based roles to her travel? How will she discover herself if she's doing the same old things that she's always been doing? You're also being extremely sexist by assigning roles based on gender expectations. Now, let me extend this to gender-based terminology or words that we use to address women sometimes. Darling, lovely, pretty ladies, beautiful ladies, gentle ladies. These are all, you're already boxing the women by using such words. And when you use words like darling, lovelies, you are saying that, aapka to kaam yahi hai. You are in this box of being lovely, in this box of being pretty, and not, let's say, strong women, hardy women, hardworking women. So we need to think about the language we use as well. Over to you.
तो वी ऑलरेडी सेड कि जब औरतें ट्रैवल करती है, दे ट्रैवल टू डिस्कवर देमसेल्व्स. अभी आप उधर जाके भी उनको किचन में धकेल देंगे तो वो क्या डिस्कवर करेंगी कि पहाड़ों में चाय कैसे बनती है, राइट? और दूसरा, जब हम इस बेसिस पे रोल्स असाइन करते हैं, तो ये कहीं पे लिख के हम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं आते ना. लड़कियां जैसे पैदा नहीं हुई कि उनको चाय बनाना आ गया, या पैदा नहीं हुई कि रोटी बनाना आ गया. ये तो कोई लेके नहीं आता ना. तो अगर हम ये अजम्पशन करते हैं कि उनको यही आता है, उनको ये एक तो आता है और दूसरा उनको यही आता है, तो हम उनको बहुत ज्यादा लिमिट कर रहे हैं. और दूसरी बात, जो जिस तरीके से हम औरतों को एड्रेस करते हैं, जिस तरीके से हम उन लोग से अगर ये डार्लिंग्स, ब्यूटीफुल लेडीज वगैरह करते हैं, तो हम उनसे कह रहे हैं कि आप बस फूल की तरह खिलते रहो, जो शक्ति के काम है वो कोई और करेगा। तो वो फिर से आपने उनको बॉक्स में लगा दिया ना, तो जो स्ट्रॉन्ग वुमेन है वो क्या करेंगी फिर? वो तो फूल की तरह खिलेंगे नहीं। तो इसीलिए हमको ये पॉइंट्स थोड़े याद रखने चाहिए।
So I'm really amazed at Priya's Hindi. And by the way, I'm the North Indian and she's the South Indian. And guess who's doing the Hindi much, much, much better? Amazing, Priya. Superb. Okay, yeah, this is your favorite.
So yeah, so this is the most important thing, and I think the heart of जो हम कह रहे हैं कि हर एक शख्स जो है वो अलग है, उनको एक शख्स की तरह देखा जाए, ना कि आदमी और औरत की तरह देखा जाए। अगर ये हम कर पाएंगे तो we will not be differentiating on their gender, but the genuine differences in skills and abilities. जैसे मैंने पहले बोला था कि अगर एक 6 फुट का आदमी है जो एकदम पतला है और एक 4 फुट का आदमी जो एकदम मस्कुलर है, उसके बड़े कट्स वगैरह हैं, तो उन दोनों को आप ये तो नहीं बोलोगे ना कि एक दूसरे से ज्यादा अच्छा है या ज्यादा सुशील है। आप ये बोलोगे कि थोड़े काम, ये काम जो है ये लंबू ज्यादा अच्छी तरह कर सकता है, ये काम जो है ये शक्तिशाली आदमी ज्यादा अच्छी तरह कर सकता है। उसी तरह अगर हम हर एक इंडिविजुअल को देखें, ना कि ये बोले कि ये लड़की है इससे ये काम होगा और ये लड़का है इससे ये काम होगा, तो सारे फसाद की जड़ हट जाएगी immediately.
Right. As you can see in this image, what we're trying to show here is there are women of different shape and sizes, men of different shapes and sizes, each one of them capable of doing something better than the other. But we should not use gender to define that, but an individual to define that in terms of who can do what. So this is an extremely important thing that we need to change about in our heads. Start looking at people as people rather than male, female, or gender neutral, whatever, or children or adults. Just treat everyone as an individual because everyone is capable of doing something different. Right. This is a pretty obvious one, but we were struck by a couple of very interesting insights here. So the sixth need that women have is that facilities, itineraries, experience designed for their physical needs. Now, if we were to talk about an average woman, in the previous slide, we talked about the fact that bhaiya size shape mat dekho, sab equal dekho. But we are not running away from the fact that an average woman is shorter than an average man. An average woman has less muscular strength than an average man. Okay. For instance, one of the women said, because men are taller and tend to walk in front, men have to walk in the front and lead, they block my view of the world. And women usually tend to walk next to one another. So I love traveling with women. The second thing, this toilet problem, you guys know it much, much better than us. Women have smaller bladders. They need more pit stops. They need better hygiene in toilets as their body makes contact, unlike men. How many times have we seen across different levels of hospitality, whether it's even 4-star hotels or even 1-star, 2-star, the hygiene is not given a gender lens. Okay, let's say for instance, and of course women need more privacy. We've taken that napkin here.
I think it's later.
Okay,
but we can mention it.
Right. So even when you design your itineraries, etc., women have periods, and sometimes they come when you do not know. Do you have in your kit something always ready? Now, this is for adventure travel. But let's say if you're a hotel owner and if you're a 3-star, 4-star plus, and you keep a razor in razor packets in your room for men, why can't you keep a sanitary napkin as well in the room to serve the woman? So far, I have traveled, all levels. Even in the most expensive hotels, I haven't found this. So this shows you how much women's needs are thought through. It is why people like Priya and I, we have no inhibitions. We can call up somebody, ask bhaiya laake do. But there are women who are so shy about their basic needs that they would be so embarrassed to ask for it. And why can't you make their lives easy by making sure you have something like this? Especially adventure travel, when you're going to such far off places, jahan pe koi dukaan bhi na mile. So if you have these things, it just shows the woman that how much they think through my needs. And when you start thinking about the customer needs, what happens in the end? They get more and more loyal. It makes business sense. So when we're talking about these things, attention to detail will make experience fun for everyone. Can the shorter ones be in the front? Women work well in communities and groups. They thrive with encouragement and support and not competition. We've talked about this. You want to talk about it?
Yeah. So जैसे कि हम बोल रहे थे, on while they are each individual is different and we are not talking about gender segregation, लेकिन कुछ फर्क ऐसे होते हैं जो they're just genetic, right? So जो आदमी है on average उनकी कद ज्यादा होती है compared to the average height of women. तो जब अगर हम mixed group में जाते हैं तो जो आदमी है उनकी जो stride होती है वो औरतों से ज्यादा लंबी होती है, तो औरतें थोड़ा पीछे पड़ जाती हैं, फिर सबको इंतजार करना पड़ता है और फिर औरतों को लगता है कि अरे मैं पूरे ग्रुप को डिले कर रही हूँ. औरतों की गलती नहीं है, वो ट्राई कर रही है, लेकिन क्या करें, हमारी टांगे थोड़ी छोटी हैं, राइट, हाइट में और लंबाई में. और दूसरा, क्योंकि आदमी सामने चल रहे हैं तो आगे क्या आ रहा है मुझे नहीं दिख रहा ना, मैं पीछे हूँ फॉर बोथ रीजंस. हाइट की वजह से मुझे दिख नहीं रहा क्या हो रहा है. सो यू नो दूसरा ऑफ कोर्स कि औरतों के ब्लैडर छोटे होते हैं, हमें ज्यादा अच्छे टॉयलेट, ज्यादा हाइजीनिक टॉयलेट चाहिए होती हैं, क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली एनाटॉमी अलग होती है हमारी, और प्रिवेसी भी चाहिए होती है सेफ्टी की वजह से. एंड ऑफ कोर्स विमेन हैव पीरियड्स, तो जब वो हम ट्रैवल डिजाइन कर रहे होते हैं तो ये सारी चीजों के बारे में सोच के अगर हम डिजाइन करें, ना कि पूरे ग्रुप के एवरेज से, तो इट विल गो बेटर. एक एग्जांपल है, मैंने पढ़ा था कहीं कि जो वुल्फ होता है, वुल्फ को हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं?
Wolf, this is the Siberian Huskies.
साइबेरियन हस्की जो होते हैं, वो जब भेड़िए जो होते हैं, वो जब अगर पैक में ट्रैवल कर रहे होते हैं तो वो ऐसे करते हैं कि ग्रुप में जो सबसे वीक होता है उसको सबसे आगे करते हैं ताकि सब उस स्पीड पे ट्रैवल करें. अब हम ये नहीं बोल रहे कि औरतें वीकर होती हैं मर्दों से, राइट, बट बिकॉज हाइट और उसका फर्क होता है, तो अगर वो आगे चले और उनके एवरेज की उनका एवरेज देख के हम डिसाइड करें कि ट्रिप कैसे स्केड्यूल करेंगे, तो कितना अलग हो जाएगा हर एक के लिए.
Yeah. Yes, we've already talked about this. Yes. The seventh need that women say they need from travel is given their own space. Men tend to take up more space physically, verbally, and mentally as well. Some of you would have heard the word mansplaining. Now, the video that we showed you of Kareena Kapoor from the movie Jab We Met, what is the man trying to do there? He was, he took one point and he went on and on and on about it. Nobody asked him for it. And you see the woman gets to speak, very little, whereas the other guy just takes up complete space. As you can see in this photo, the man takes up space physically as well. They're not really aware of this, what they're doing. They're just used to it. Because even if you look in traditional households, it is the guy who is doing all the talking, while women are probably in the kitchen. Women, and then of course those sexist jokes came out. मेरी wife तो मुझे बात ही करने नहीं देती है, क्योंकि wife कभी-कभी कुछ बोलती है बीच में, तो लगता है कि कुछ रोक दिया जा रहा है. Again, I'm not talking about people like us. I'm talking about the whole world out there. So at your workplaces and on your tours, can you ensure that women are given their space as well?
तो आदमी लोग जो होते हैं वो फिजिकली भी बड़े होते हैं, तो फिजिकली भी ज्यादा स्पेस लेते हैं. दूसरा, आपने देखा होगा कि फैल के बैठने की आदत है, फैल के चलते हैं आदमी. औरतें तो हमेशा श्रिंक होके चलती हैं, स्पेशली इंडिया में. जब सेफ्टी की हम सोच रहे होते हैं तो हम ऐसे चलेंगे, ऐसे फैल के चौड़े होके. बहुत कम औरतों को आपने देखा होगा चलते हुए. उसी तरह का जो फैलाव है वो कॉन्वर्सेशन में भी आता है. जब एक दूसरे से बातचीत हो रही होती है तो आदमी फैल के 72% ऑफ द टाइम इंटरप्ट करते रहेंगे. वो औरत बेचारी बोलती रहेगी कि मेरा एक पॉइंट है, बट क्योंकि उनके वॉइसेस सॉफ्टर हैं, क्योंकि वो अलग तरीके से बोलती है, वो अपना माइंड नहीं बोल पाती. तो उनको मतलब ऐसे लगता है कि हमारी जगह कहीं नहीं मिल रही. तो जब वो जब घर पे ऐसा सिचुएशन है, तो जब वो ट्रैवल करती है उस टाइम हम कैसे इंश्योर कर सकते हैं कि औरतों को अपनी जगह मिले, ताकि उनको वो सुकून मिले और वो फ्रीडम मिले जो वो चाह रही है.
Right. You want to take this?
या तो लास्ट बात ये है कि हैरेसमेंट जो है ना वो इंडिया में बहुत होती है. एंड ये बहुत सारे पर्टिकुलरली फॉरेन विमेन, पर्टिकुलरली जो व्हाइट विमेन होती हैं, गोरी विमेन होती हैं, वो जब इंडिया में ट्रैवल करती हैं, या जिन औरतों ने वेस्टर्न कपड़े पहने होते हैं, शॉर्ट्स पहन के वो ट्रैवल कर रही है या कहाँ भी है, उनके साथ इतनी हैरेसमेंट होती है जब वो ट्रैवल कर रही होती है. इंडिया में आपने देखा होगा, कहीं भी आप जाओ, जनपद पे भी जाओ, लोग ऐसे बैठ के ताक रहे होंगे जैसे कि पता नहीं कोई मतलब नया प्लेनेट आ गया वहां पे, और वो बेचारी औरत यही कोशिश कर रही है कि मुझे एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाना है, लेकिन नहीं, ऐसे लग रहा है मूवी की शूटिंग हो रही है, सब ऐसे सेट पे खड़े देख रहे हैं उसको। और इतने लोग अज्यूम करते हैं कि अगर कोई वेस्टर्न है, उन कंट्रीज में से है जहाँ पे आदमी और औरतों में इतना सेग्रीगेशन नहीं होता जितना इंडिया में होता है, खुली बातें आपस में हो सकती हैं, तो वो सोचते हैं कि चलो मैडम को पटा लेते हैं। अब वो उनका माइंड इस पे नहीं जा रहा है, उन औरतों की माइंड का इस पे नहीं जा रहा है, वो तो सोचे कि चलो कोई दोस्ती का हाथ बढ़ा रहा है, और हम लोग क्या करें, उन पे गिरे जा रहे हैं। तो ये बहुत हमको केयरफुल होना पड़ेगा, पर्टिकुलरली इन द ट्रैवल इंडस्ट्री, बिकॉज उससे रेप्यूटेशन तुरंत खराब होती है कंपनी की। तो स्टाफ को कैसे हम ट्रेन करें कि लोगों से दोस्ती तो करें, लेकिन जो अपनी जगह है वो अपनी जगह है, और जो औरतें पहन रही हैं उसकी बेसिस पे उनको कभी जज नहीं करना चाहिए। ये दोनों तरीके से चलता है। तो मैं एक कहानी बताती हूँ, बहुत सालों पहले की बात है कि मैं थाईलैंड में थी, और वहां पे एक अंकल आंटी जो थोड़े एज में ज्यादा थे, तो वो आए हुए थे। हम लोग बोट पे थे, किसी आइलैंड पे जा रहे थे, और पैरासेलिंग हो रही थी। तो आंटी ने साड़ी पहन रखी थी, मतलब ग्रे रंग के बाल थे, और वो कह रही थी मुझे अचानक हम लोगों ने बोला कि ये कितने बोरिंग लोग हैं, क्या करें। अचानक आंटी बोलती है मुझे जाना है, और अंकल जी बड़े दुखी कि नहीं, ये कैसे कर सकती है, ये काम बिल्कुल नहीं कर सकती, इसकी कोई उम्र है, ये औरत है, नहीं कर पाएगी। आंटी गई, और उनको इतना मजा आया जब वो नीचे उतरी, अब पैराशूट से, तो वो कह रही थी मुझे तो लग रहा था मैं जिंदगी भर ऐसे हवा में, इतना मजा आया मुझे, ठीक है वो, राइट। तो that one type of judgment, the other thing of course कि कोई अगर
Sonam, can you mute people please?
that doesn't mean that they are available. That doesn't mean कि चलो इनको आसानी से पटाया जा सकता है। तो दोनों तरीके के जजमेंट्स हमें नहीं अप्लाई करनी चाहिए।
Right. I think you're self-explanatory. So I'm just going on. I'm just looking at the time as well.
Yeah.
We have overshot it by about 17 minutes.
Okay.
Right. So last and very important one, और ये दिल से बात निकल रही है, which is travel options which are reasonably priced. Now, what happens is because of safety and hygiene reasons, we women are not comfortable with hostels or very cheap hotel stays. So we end up, going to slightly higher range of hotels or taking the trips which are probably a little more expensive than the others. So we seem to be losing out. So this is a huge business opportunity. Reasonably priced options which are safe and hygienic for women. Can you provide those where women can still, go out and travel, but they don't have to pay through their nose, unlike the men who can, stay with any kinds of places. So you want to talk about it? I'll go to the last one.
Yeah. So again, safety, एक तो सुरक्षा की बात है, दूसरा हाइजीन की बात है। तो अगर बहुत हॉस्टल या चीप होटल हो, तो हमें लगता है कि यहाँ पे साफ सफाई नहीं होगी, दूसरा सेफ्टी की प्रॉब्लम होगी। तो इसीलिए हमेशा हम जब ट्रैवल करते हैं, हमारे पैसे ज्यादा खर्चते हैं आदमी को कंपेयर करो तो ये काफी बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी है कि अगर हम ऐसे रीजनेबली प्राइस्ड ऑप्शंस दे सकें जिसमें एक तो सेफ्टी हो, दूसरा सफाई हो, तो यू विल फाइंड अ लॉट मोर वुमेन ट्रैवलिंग, and it's a great opportunity.
Sure. So with that, we come to the end. So these are just very, very few. These are just small few options which tick all these boxes for women. Sorry, what I'm trying to say, there are very few such options available which tick all these boxes for women. So when we women find such options, hamari loyalty ekdam ban jati hai. Then we don't switch. Okay, here's somebody who's thought of me, who's thought of my needs. Even something as small as, a couple of things we said, making women lead or having sanitary napkins in their rooms, they will not switch because they will think, oh, wow, finally there's somebody who understands me. These are women, and women, by the way, do use a lot of word of mouth. They believe in communities. So agar you're able to land, even let's say 5 women, you can be rest assured that at least 30-40 women will know about it. And that's how you can help grow your business as well. How amazing would it be to have 50% of the customer set absolutely loyal to you? And here's the big addition to this. This is a customer set which brings their whole extended family to you. Bacche, bhai, maa, baap, sab aayenge saath saath. Win the woman and you would have won the family.
Yeah, so ऐसे बहुत कम ऑप्शंस हैं जिसमें ये सारी जो नीड्स हमने बात की वो एक्चुअली किसी ने सोच समझ के डिजाइन किए हों। और जब किसी औरत को ऐसा एक ऑप्शन मिलता है जिसमें ज्यादा उनकी नीड्स मीट होती है, तो हमको लगता है कि किसी ने तो सोचा हमारे बारे में, इन्होंने सोच समझ के कुछ बनाया। ऐसा हो गया तो एक तो हम बहुत लॉयल हो जाते हैं, स्विच नहीं करते। दूसरा, हम अपने फैमिली और अपने दोस्तों को इस बारे में बताते हैं, तो आपका बिजनेस अपने आप ही बढ़ता रहता है, राइट? और फिर ऐसा होता है कि एक औरत आई तो वो अपने साथ पूरी फैमिली और अपने दोस्तों की सर्कल और उनकी फैमिली सबको ले आएगी. तो if you have one loyal and very happy female, you will get 25 people.
Yeah.
So हम साथ है का सोच के आगे बढ़े तो बहुत ही बढ़िया होगा.
So that's it from us. Like we said, this was a very, very short intro. This is a very complex topic which we do over workshops over 2-3 days. तो ये एक छोटा सा introduction था. Over to you. Thank you so much for having us here.
Questions.
If you have any questions, please ask us and we'll be happy to answer.
So Durva and Priya, we are really, really thankful to you. We had a very enlightening session. Definitely, many of us over here today present, हम बहुत सारे tour operators and travel agents भी हैं connected अभी यहाँ पे, and especially adventure travel industry, prominently. तो जो आपने इतने सारे perspectives हमें बताए, and if we take care of everything, it is going to be win-win for every one of us. There are a lot of things which women adventure travelers face. And not only adventure travel in travel industry per se. And I really like it when you say that, हमें judge नहीं करना चाहिए बिल्कुल भी, and we should take people as people. We should start looking, looking at everyone as people and not gender based. So, and इतने सारे जो आपने हमें openly चीजें समझाई हैं, and I'm sure everyone has learned a lot from there. Sonam, I would request you that whoever has any questions in the chat and any concerns to be shared, can you please voice them now? And we'll request Durga and Priya to address those.
Sure, ma'am. So, ma'am, we have 2 questions here. The first question is, how does an operator explain clothing norms to a woman without bringing in gender bias? So that's the first question.
Okay, go ahead. I think I'm going to use my experience with Dilshad and Akshay's company on this. Very, very clearly, before a trip happens, you would get a sheet with, what the guidelines are. You need to carry this. It's very matter of fact, given as it should be. So there is no need for you to segregate it as men have to do this, women have to do this. You can definitely have don'ts there, which is, probably don't wear saris or don't wear dupattas because this might do XYZ. So I think it's very straightforward, and you have best practices already available in your association. It doesn't have to, you don't have to think about gender, just give it as it is. What is the required? Male, female, doesn't matter.
Thank you. The second question here is, the challenge here after listening to this workshop is how do we tackle male clients in the group who haven't had the privilege of this workshop?
That's a very good question. I think to some extent, this is tackled by the attitude that you as a tour operator bring to the group, right? The minute they see that this is the way that things are being handled, and when there's somebody who's trying to be more gender oriented, even amongst the clientele, you cut it off in a very nice way and say, that's not how we do things here. I think they'll get it.
And we understand that, in the hospitality industry, you cannot be given that it's TripAdvisor rule, you cannot be rude to a customer. So which is where a little more training for yourself would be helpful on how you relay important gender sensitive points without being rude. कि saying कि यहाँ तो ऐसा नहीं चलता will not work for you. अगले दिन TripAdvisor पे rating आ जाएगी आपकी. But which is where you can cue things very, very subtly. कि how you're treating men and women. When let's say you're doing a trek, are you treating them equally? What is the language that you're using? Let's not forget that when you are seen as a tour leader, as a guide leader, in our hearts, we still have a parent-child or a teacher-child relationship there. And we do want to appease the teacher. And when we already have that in our heart, I'm saying again, 9 out of 10 people want to appease the teacher. We want to make the teacher happy. So the teacher sets the guidelines. And the teacher has to take on that role, a benevolent teacher, not a teacher who does danda.
Thank you. These are the only 2 questions that I have, ma'am. if anybody would like to ask any questions here.
I think Sonam, there are some interesting comments on the chat which you might want to read out, because I don't know if Durga and Priya are able to. There's one from Sangeeta Grover. I think that's an interesting comment. If you'd like
From
to
Sangeet Grover. Yeah, Sangeet.
I'm so sorry. My apologies.
That's okay. Thank you.
Do you, the comment is, do you agree that people take what you give them? Are we as women to blame for this? Do you think we need to go beyond gender sensitization? Excuse me, and many such topics which discuss the discord in parity and maybe come to our perspective. Do you think that men are tired of being the culprits and we women are tired of being victims? Absolutely bang on. Very, very good comment. And this is something that Priya and I'm speaking for yourself, strongly believe in, that the world cannot be equal by blaming somebody or by playing the victim. So this entire male bashing that men are the culprits and they are the ones who are perpetrating this, no. Or that women ये तो हमेशा ये तो है ही बैठी victim के लिए रोती रहती हैं हमेशा, etc. No. The world can only become a better place when we realize where we are coming from. And this gender sensitization is a way to understand how our brains have been wired to think and work. Once we start changing and being aware of how our brains are wired, that's when changes will start happening. Not by putting men in the corner or by putting women on a pedestal. That is definitely not the way to get equality, because then you're tipping the scales 30 years, 40 years down the line. If women become the so-called more powerful gender, then you've not served the process, the purpose, right? You come back to the same thing, then it becomes a woman-centric world. That is not the objective. The objective is to have an equal world.
Wonderful to hear that. Good to see that we are on the same page. Do you also agree that, the world is a big place, and everybody can actually strive to find the right place to be in, because we generally become the victims when we are in the wrong space. And do you think that, our future topics should focus on maybe training people to find the right space where they feel comfortable, they are wanted, and they are accepted? Because I think just because we have to get, roti kapda makan on the table, for ourselves or for our families, that we kind of get into the rat race and then, become victimized to a lot of stuff around us. So I just want to know your comments on this. Thank you.
I think this is for the ATUI Association to answer, not so much for us. So Ashdeep, Dilshad and others, Vikas, Vishwas, Akanksha, if you would like to take that.
So certainly, I would, love to say that respect totally given to the question which was dealt with earlier, that this workshop specifically was organized not for pitting men against women, but because we need to coexist. So we need to know what, space we need to respect each other's boundaries, which we do not need to, overstep. Where the world is concerned, that's a whole different scenario altogether and whole different discussion on that topic altogether. So that is completely different, but very well taken, all the learnings from this workshop, that we need to coexist, what we need to know about each other and how we can move forward knowing those things and create a better work environment and business environment for ourselves. Definitely the world issue we will
add one more line to what Ashdeep said, and also look at the business opportunity. It's a huge business opportunity waiting to be exploited.
Absolutely, and we have come back. We'll be going home today with a lot of learning, thanks to Priya and Durga.
Yes, and I must appreciate now that, I'm speaking here. This is the first time that, in this 1 hour, I've been totally engaged. So thanks to the speakers and the organizers, you brought in a very good subject, very good speakers, and it's been very engaging. Thank you so much for this. I'm not saying it because, I'm not saying it, Ash, because you're a dear friend, but truly, I have never been engaged so much. Thank you for this.
Thank you so much, Sangeet. Means a lot.
If I may add one small point, just to answer what Ms. Grover was asking. I think one of the basic concepts of why we kind of wanted to do this sort of a session is that you rightly said that each one has a place in the world, and there are places where we are comfortable and places where we are seeking to be comfortable, and that everybody, even though it might be a niche space, women and men have their space. We just want both parties to kind of understand that nobody's encroaching on anybody else's space, or nobody's encroaching on anybody's domain, and that we need to, all of us, men and women entrepreneurs in the outdoor space, because I think today's session was just totally geared towards people who are entrepreneurs and not more towards persons or women or men who are employees. So I think it's a balance, that the space is open to everybody and we need to coexist. And the only way we can move forward is by learning from each other's experiences. And that is how we would move forward. That is the main goal of the collective, I believe.
Yeah, wonderfully said. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, people. Have a lovely weekend.
1 second. I just wanted to make one last comment that I know we did it in English and Hindi. And I really apologize that we do not know more languages, so we could not bring in that level of inclusivity.
Yes. Thank you so much. And we had a great time as well, as customers and people who are running this workshop, because we got the chance to put forth what we want when we travel. So thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. It was lovely being here.
It's our pleasure completely. And I now invite, our Honorary Secretary, Mr. Vinayak Kaur, to propose a vote of thanks, please.
Thank you, Ash. Thank you. I can't thank you enough for this, ladies. I hope I'm audible. Yeah. Thank you, Durva. Thank you, Priyadarshini. We do look forward to more from you in future. Longer ones next time. As you said, normally these workshops are a little longer. This workshop would just have not been possible without all your support, would have not been the same without you. Your insights, your deep research, knowledge and experience has really enriched this workshop. So thank you. Thank you to all of you who have attended this workshop today, whether it's on Zoom here or on our Facebook Live tab. Thank you for taking out time from your busy schedules to attend this. Thank you to Ministry of Tourism for their support, encouragement for this workshop as well. Thank you to all the state tourism departments for your support. Thank you to Faith and all our fellow national and regional trade associations for helping us to spread the word and make this workshop a big success. A big thank you to our friends in media who really helped us to multiply our reach. Thank you to our president, Mr. Vishwas Makhija, who really wanted to have this ATOI's Women's Collective as soon as possible. From the day one itself, I would say, when the new team took over ATOI's responsibilities, this was on his mind. Thank you, Vishwas. And a big thank you and a big round of applause for the ladies in our Women's Collective, I would say. Arsh, Dilshad, Akanksha, Guni, Tejaswini, thank you so much. I would also say thank you to the ladies in our secretariat, Sonam, Rekha, Sonali. I would say without each one of you, the workshop today was just not possible. Let me tell you all here, they have been working tirelessly, back and forth meetings, discussing ideas, topics, issues, and whatnot. A huge effort has been put in by them to get you all this workshop today. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. And let me also tell you all here that this is just the beginning, the first step of our Women's Collective. There is a lot more to come. So ladies, thank you once again. And I request all of you to give a big round of applause to them. You may unmute yourself or give them a real round of applause. And I hope that this statement is a gender sensitive statement. And I would like to say that we are proud of you. Thank you. Thank you. In case I missed someone, my apologies. Thank you. We're really proud of you.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Can I, Arshdeep, can I say something?
Yes, please. Please.
Yes, please, Vishwas.
I hope this is still being recorded. I mean, off track, I mean, I was told before the session started, I need to be on mute, you know. So I've tried very hard to be on mute as much as I could, you know. Though it's not easy to keep me on mute, I think Vinayak knows it very well. You know? But I mean, really, Vinayak has done a great job as well in thanking. But thank you, everyone. This is just the beginning, and we'll have many more as we go forward. Durva and Priya, this has been a very enriching afternoon for me personally as well. And I think for everybody who has joined in, and let's carry the journey forward to make it better for the women travelers, for entrepreneurs, for our clients, for everyone who was part of this great adventure travel industry. Harshdeep, to you.
Thank you all so much. Thank you for being here with us today. Let's have many more happening evenings like this.
Bye-bye.